Hey guys, as February has just started, we are today February the 1st. I thought it would be quite interesting and nice. What is he looking at? Anyway, I thought it would be quite interesting and nice to record a January favourites. This is not going to be very well structured, as I have many different categories to talk about. There's no particular order or anything. First, let's talk about my hobbies and what I did during my leisure time, let's say, because I have a few spare time in my very full week. I wanted to talk about coloring books. This style of book has filled my life with joy and happiness and zenitude. Is that even a word in English? I'm not sure. For instance, let me talk about this book. This is a book that was drawn by an artist living around my city. I don't know where he lives, but he's done a book about my city and the surroundings of the lake. It's a very cute book and the illustrations are very cool as well, very sweet. As you can see, I have completed a few of these pages. Yeah, the style of the drawings is unique, and yeah, I'm not too far into this book, but sometimes at night after dinner or before dinner I grab that book and I spend a few minutes coloring pages in. It's a very relaxing activity for me, and again, you take the time to sit and do something creative and put your thoughts aside. More recently though, I bought at Søstrene Gran another colouring book, which was cheap. It was around €6. It's this one, and I've not done much in here yet. As you can tell, I've only completed the first page, and I have many other pages to dive into. I've always been interested by art and by drawings, colouring and stuff. And this year, one of my goals is to get back to drawing and to practice a bit more and to let my creativity flow out of me, because creativity and anything related to creativity is very therapeutic for me, and has proven to be very therapeutic for me in the past. Now, another thing related to my hobbies and things I've been doing during my spare time is listening to the podcast called Disniversity, and this podcast is available on Spotify and perhaps on other platforms. I'm not sure. I only have Spotify, so only sure about Spotify. I discovered that podcast while I was listening to another one that is called BBC One Radio Screen Time. Not sure about the title. And in one of the episodes, the host, Ellie Plum, had a guest, and that guest was talking about Shrek and actually has a degree in animation and has done a thesis on animation. And yeah, it was very interesting to me, as I love Shrek. It's one of my favourite movies of all time, animated movies of all time. The first one and the second one. I'm not keen on the third Shrek, and I have not even watched entirely the fourth Shrek. This one I tend to forget. Sorry. Anyway, in that particular episode, that guest, is that Sam Summers? Or Ben? I think it's Sam Summers, that particular dude. He was said to host another podcast, and that podcast is Disneyversity. It's quite interesting because in each episode, that is, let's say, 1 hour long approximately, is co-hosting with another guy whose name is Ben, I think. And for each episode they talk about a Disney movie, and they are releasing the episodes in the chronological order of when they came out. So they started with Snow White, and they even do the I can't remember what they are called. You know, the smaller, shorter movies and episodes with the Donald Duck or Pluto. But to be honest, I've started listening to the special episodes and I have quickly skipped them to move on to the proper movies that we know from Disney, because they were not my cup of tea. They were interesting though to listen to, but just the base of the podcast, that is to say the episodes they were talking about, I'm not interested in them at all. Yesterday I was listening to their episode on The Lady and the Tramp. I've been very regular with my listenings and I'm very excited to continue listening to that podcast. It's very well structured and sometimes very funny, and sometimes they have other guests. Yeah, it's a very nice podcast if you're even interested in Disney or in animation, or if you are curious as I am, like I am. English. Moving on to another category that I could call fashion. I'm gonna start with that necklace that I'm currently wearing. It's a gold necklace that has a very thin chain and a black onyx pendant. I got that one in a candle, and I love pairing that necklace with another one to layer a few necklaces, or on days when, what am I out of breath? On days when I'm not feeling like wearing very heavy necklaces, I usually grab that one because it's very elegant and small, but it's still noticeable to the eye. So yeah, I'm not wearing all of my necklaces today, but it's one of those days when I am in between, not feeling too excited to wear heavy things, nor excited to wear something too light. Now, another proper fashion item would be the pants I'm currently wearing. Let me get up to show it to you. Oh, not sure that I can see very well, but these are cargo pants that I bought at the brand new store in my town of Uniqlo. I know that it's not something that I thrifted or that I got on Vinted. Sorry, but I've been looking for cargo pants for a very long time. And on Vinted, it's quite hard to find the right shape of cargo pants for you. And I was looking for particular ones, you know, high-waisted ones with long sleeves, let's say, that would almost touch the floor. Those styles of pants that fall to the floor are my favorite style of pants on my legs. Yeah, I have been wearing those cargo pants almost every day since I got them, and I bought them at the beginning of January, I'd say. I had also been looking on Vinted to grab them, but they are hard to get your hands on, as they are very popular and they are bought very quickly when someone posts them. They are not that tight. They are quite, to be honest, they are quite oh, my button was unbuttoned. Oh, well, you might have seen my panties, sorry. At the waist, it's not very tight and very cinched in. I could probably wear a belt just to cinch my waist up. However, I prefer wearing them like that, without nothing, to feel more airy and comfortable walking around with them. Last thing I wanted to show you in the fashion category has been right there from the very beginning of the video, and this is a fur kind of coat that I bought on Vinted that time, going back to my principles. Yeah, that coat was from Pull & Bear, and I got it on Vinted for 15 euros, if I remember correctly. It's quite long. I think that it falls to my thighs, but I love that oversized look, and it adds a pop of colour to my outfits because I'm a neutral kind of girl and I mostly wear darker colours and black or grey or navy blue. Burgundy is the colour that I love and that I'd love to add more into my wardrobe. Now, to close that fashion topic, I wanted to briefly mention those two skincare products that I bought on the website Aromazone. This is a French website, I think, and those products are made in France. I'm not sure that all of their catalogue is made in France. However, they are mostly producing their products in my country, in France, and they use natural ingredients and mostly eco-friendly packagings. So that fits into my criteria. What I loved using this month has been that hyaluronic acid serum. It's a very large bottle. It's 100 milliliters, and I use that serum before applying cream, after I wash my face, and before I apply cream all over my face. This is the step in between. I don't have many skincare steps. However, using a serum and using cream and cleansing my face obviously are the three things that I can't live without. Yeah, so I'm using it in the mornings or at night. But oh, I forgot to show you something else. I have another serum with retinol that I apply twice a week with the sandwich method. You know, you are supposed to first apply cream, then apply the retinol serum, and then reapply cream. Yeah, sometimes I do that once or twice a week, but on other nights I use that hyaluronic serum. And that cream I've only been using at night because it's quite rich and my skin feels quite tacky after I use it, so I'd rather use it at night to make it sink in during my sleep. Yeah. What do you think? It's quite intrigued, but it's very silent. One of the things that make Aromazone unique is that you can basically buy neutral bases, and you can buy on their website, or now they have actual shops to walk into, but you can buy the neutral bases for your hair or for your face, and they also have in their catalogue some, how do you call them, some ingredients, let's say, that you can add into the neutral bases. So the ingredients can be only perfumes, natural perfumes, or other ingredients that can complement your skin needs or your hair needs. So yeah, this one is only a neutral cream that is made with hyaluronic acid, apparently, and there's vegetable oil in it. Yeah, it's very nourishing. I love using that at night. Before I end that video, I want to fit in there a random favorite that is almond pain au chocolat. Yeah. As you know, I work in a bakery part-time, and sometimes that bakery happens to sell almond croissant or almond pain au chocolat with the croissant and pain au chocolat that have not been sold the day before. So yeah, they are reused and twisted to be filled with almond paste and like with the marzipan. It's like a marzipan thing with almond, and yeah, and they are very good. I think that I've eaten in January four of them, but they even do the bigger sizes because my bakery is known to produce and make big viennoiserie. Do we say pastries in English? No, pastries is a word for the pies and things. Yeah, viennoiserie. They're known to do big viennoiseries with the S. Yeah. So that's it for my monthly favorites. I hope that you've had a great start of the year and that you are hopeful for things to come. I know that January has felt to be very long for everyone. We finally are entering February, so let's feel excited for the year to come and the upcoming months. I'll see you in a future video. Goodbye.